Hello, and welcome back to the 6th Street Underground, a Zenless Zone Zero podcast discussing all things ZZZ. As always, I'm your host, Eric, and I'm joined by my ever-wonderful co-host, Brian. Hi, Brian.
Ni hao. That's how you say hello in Chinese.
How do you say Happy New Year?
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year! Happy New Year!
Happy New Year.
It's
the year.
And it's new.
It's the year of the Void Hunter.
We have a new Void Hunter.
We have the Void.
So we have, okay. It's a new year. It is a version 2.7, 2.5, 2.5. I'm from the future.
You're just making up versions.
I can see the future. 2.5 is out with a whole slew of new characters, new events, new gifts, and the denouement, or the conclusion, the climax. There's the word. The climax of the current story as we start building.
That's what you get for being
3.0.
pretentious and speaking in French
and saying denouement.
Yep.
I'll save that for next episode. It's a new year. And so what Brian and I were thinking we would do today is we will spend a little bit of time talking about Ye Shunguang and Zhao, the two new characters that have come with us here in 2.5. We'll tag a little bit on the new events that are running right now, but Brian, how much of those events have you done?
Well, they were very kind to release this patch right at the start of the holidays, and I was traveling for the holidays, so I've done nothing of any of the actual substance.
For what it's worth, I've done only a little more than you on these. So we can talk. So I guess what we're trying to tell the audience is that we'll talk a little bit about like general things to expect for these current events, but you guys don't have to worry about us like spoiling anything.
I couldn't if I tried.
Brian, just take a bunch of shots in the dark and see what sticks.
So Belle dies, but comes back as a clone of Isolde.
Yep.
And she's the yin to Wai-Kun's yang. So that's why Ye Shunguang has to show up, and Ye Zhuan's the Jafufu until there's no more creator.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. And also there's a new version of Shiyu Defense.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to say.
That's the whole thing. We'll talk about those things. We'll talk about some of the changes that came in 2.5. And then as kind of I'm going to call it a New Year's treat, as kind of a fun thing for today's episode, we're going to do like a pseudo retrospective / looking forwards at the characters that are in the game so far, and talk about what characters here at the start of 2026 are still worth investing in if you have them and haven't built them, or rolling for if you didn't get them the first time through, maybe because you're new, or you took a break, or you just like weren't interested. Who's a good investment, and then what do we think about when we pick which characters are worth looking at?
Your definition of a treat is much different than mine. A pseudo retrospective. What a treat.
Can you see the English degrees coming out? Like, oh boy, it's New Year's. Let's reflect. Let's do a retrospective. Let's analyze and discuss. But before we do all of that garbage, let's talk about the Void Hunter in the room.
Zhao.
Ye Shunguang.
That's the one.
No, that's Zhao, as opposed to Zhao Guang.
Yeah, Zhao Guang versus Zhao.
Zhao. Well, some of the events have been calling her Zhao as well, because she's little Zhao. And it is, at this point, it feels targeted.
They're like, I sure hope you've brushed up on your Mandarin or Canton. I'm not sure, what is it, Mandarin or Cantonese?
Whichever one we say will be wrong.
Was it? Which one is Phylum supposed to be?
someone in our Discord will tell us. But whichever one it is, we're gonna do our best. Actually, yeah, Brian, do you want to talk? Do you want to pout?
Do I want to pout?
Do you want to pout? Do you want to talk about? I don't want to talk about Zinla Zone Zero.
No, I was pouting because I went to hard pity to get to Ye Shunguang.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Tell me about your journey. Was it twice? Like, did you go to like to the full 90, then roll 90 again, or like
more or less? This was as difficult as it was to get Yidhari.
Oh no, that's like really close proximity for this kind of luck to come through.
Yeah, it really depleted all of my resources by the end of the patch. I'll have to make my decision on to whether or not to go for her W engine.
Oh,
but it has definitely almost 100% solidified that I will be skipping over the K-pop angels.
Yeah. Because
so far I am still not enthralled with them, and my bank account is hurting. Well, my
pretty rough.
Free currency bank account is hurting. And so there might have to be a little bit of a timeout.
Yeah. We've talked about it before, we'll talk about it again. The angels, this is the problem, is because we do a podcast where we say things and then those things get recorded in perpetuity. If I say out loud right now, I'm not interested in the angels, there is a very petty YouTube video about 2 months from now of someone cutting that with me being like, so I got all three.
No, see, that's how you start that episode, is where you clip right there where you're like, no way, absolutely not, no way at all. I'm not putting anything towards them. Guys, you're not going to believe this.
Yeah, Mindscape 3. I don't know what happened, man. It just sort of happened. I'm kind of with you though. The angel I'm the most interested in is the one they haven't teased yet. So we'll talk Angels of Delusion more probably our next episode.
I was gonna say, just once there, because right now there's just like the little bit of drip marketing going on, so we don't have anything solid other than to just be like, I like the look of them, or I don't like the look of them.
Well, the most we have is that we do have confirmation that like they will be the characters for version 2.6.
Yeah,
because we got their like, I forgot what it's called. Those videos came out, so like at least we know they're actually coming out. I lost 50-50 on Ye Shunguang, but just like with
you got it.
Banyue, there it is. Just like with Banyue, I lost pity on roll 13. So it felt a lot better to be like, okay, cool. Now this is kind of a guarantee.
That's basically you're just getting a free.
I got a free Rena this time. I got a free Rena. But I did get her,
if you will,
a Freena. I got her. I did get her W engine. The general conversation is that like her W engine is obviously very good. But if you happen to have Soldier 11's W engine, the Brimstone, that's like second best for her and is pretty reliable. So if you are like, I do care about the Angels and I don't have her W engine yet, like it's not as necessary as it was for say Miyabi or maybe even Yijuan.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, because Miyabi had the really weird stat build that they were like
crit anomaly.
Yeah, crit anomaly. When you're like, okay, this one they're like, all right, we'll be a little nicer.
Yeah. And the doubly nice because one of the current events running, the reward is a Rupture W engine. So like, that's pretty cool. I wanted it for Banyue, but Ye Shunguang is a lot of fun.
Oh man.
Man, just so flashy. So cool.
It took a while to get the feeling down.
Yeah.
Of like switching between the different ultimates and everything. She's definitely just she's an attacker.
Yes.
And so I was trying to figure out the combos and everything. She's not as easy and mindless to play as Miyabi. Miyabi was You can play Miyabi at like
can't
an
do it wrong.
80% just by clicking and like hitting the different colored buttons. Ye Shunguang takes at least some thought.
There's some consideration. It's one of those kits where like they've written it to be as confusing as possible. There are lots of nuances to it. If you're somebody who is still trying to kind of figure it out, the thing I read online that helped kind of open her up is, one, you don't need to save her form change for a stun window because she applies stun window damage bonus even outside of the stun window just by being in her special form. So already that's insane. So you just use it when it's ready. It was get to her form change in one way, shape, or form. And once you're there, mash attack until she touches the ground and then does her big crescent attack. And then hit skill. And skill puts you back in the sky again. Rinse and repeat. When she's about to leave that mode or when you run out of points, hit ult.
Profit.
Done.
Okay.
That's the whole character. Her outside of her form change, her EX special gives her one charge. It's got an insanely long animation. So hit EX special and then just switch characters. Switch to Dial-In or somebody else. Because her actual meter buildup feels very slow when you compare it to like a Miyabi or even Evelyn. Like it feels slow because you're not really meant to be doing it. You're meant to be like on somebody else or using her EX special and switching out or using Zhao to get 3 points for free or using her ultimate so she can ult into her special form. And if she ults into special form, then you get the special, like, super cool upside down rift in the sky ultimate out of her special form again. It sounds really complicated, and there are, like, combos for different situations. 90% of the time, get her to cool bad girl mode, mash attack until she hits the ground and does a swing, skill, repeat. And then enjoy clearing Shiyu Defense and whatever else content there is. It's done.
That makes sense because I was spending a lot of time like trying to stance and do all this elaborate stuff, and I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing. So me trying to deliberately do something when I don't know all of the mechanics, and then I would inevitably switch over to Zhao at the wrong time, and I'm like, what's this rabbit doing? And
yep. I'd make the mistake sometimes of switching to Zhao. Zhao also has really long animations, so you want to switch out of those as well.
I like how in the training they're literally like, start the animation and then switch.
And switch. It's like the prompt to quick switch is immediately after like bringing her in the field. They're like, don't stay here. Don't do this. The thing that is a little bit friendly with Ye Shunguang is her meter stops depleting if she's not on the field. So if you do scuff your rotation or realize that you put her in ult mode, but you really needed a buff from another character, like Nicole or something, you can just switch. It'll be okay. You're not losing it like we do with some other characters whose form changes. Like if you trigger form change, you have to stay there.
Well, that's good.
She's very friendly. She's very strong. Boy, is she strong. And then building her is easy because you get 50% crit rate and then just build crit damage, attack, and some penetration.
Let me tell you about building her. So
yeah,
I did her 4-piece of her new set. That one was obvious. Mm-hmm. Then I did... What was the one that was... I saw recommended was the...
People say either Puff or Electro for the pin rate, or they'd say Blade and Branch, the Miyabi set for the crit.
Yeah,
crit
that
rate.
Was it. I was doing Blade and Branch,
Crit
and
damage?
I farmed a bunch of that. And then, after I finally was done farming that, and I was like, all right, cool. You know, farmed all of that, finally got the good substats. I'm like, I don't need the other disk drive set that was on Blade and Branch. I'm like, that's a useless one. Let me go ahead and delete it. Deleted
which
all of those. And then I'm like, all right, let me see what Zhao wants to build. And they're like, you should build that set. And I'm like, son of a...
man.
So
That
I
sucks.
wasted so much of my resources. The nice thing is I ended up getting a like basically perfect
Yeah.
blade and branch for Ye Shunguang on the second go round. But
Nice.
I ended up blowing through like 150 of those ether batteries.
Yeah, I need to do that. I've burned through a couple. I've had really, really bad luck with getting anything good for Ye Shunguang. Like, even with her W engine, I have like 38% crit rate and less than 200% crit damage. Like, it's rough. It's rough over here. We're gonna keep working on it slowly, but take solace, everybody, that even with pretty janky discs, it's fine.
Yeah.
Like she does the job. And then like if you are farming for her offset, there's conversation and people smarter than me are talking about like, do you use Braden Branch versus Puffer Electro? Do you make her disc 5 attack, or do you make it pin ratio? I don't know all of that. I'll wait till somebody smarter than me tells me what to do. But she wrecks house no matter what. Zhao is also easy to build stat wise. She just wants a ton of HP.
Yeah.
26,000 if you can get to it, which is a lot.
Yeah, I think I'm at like 24,000 or something.
Yeah. 24,016 on my end. So there's room, but I'm probably not going to grind it. She does the job. Really, the best. I mean, she does good things, but really, she's giving you 3 points to Ye Shunguang.
I was like, I think the other thing for why I'm like, I'm good enough is because Zhao only works if you have Ye Shunguang. They're like,
yes.
Do not use her for literally anyone else. She fits nowhere else. She was built just for this one character.
Yes.
She's basically a second W engine.
She's a field buff for Ye Shunguang. I like this modality for making a free S rank more than what we saw with Harumasa.
Yeah.
We got Harumasa for free, and he did a good job if you put the time in, and then like 2 weeks later, Silver Soldier Anby came out, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, I think it was, because it was like,
it's pretty quick.
Okay, like they're giving you Harumasa, he's a free character,
Yeah.
so if you're starting and you've missed something, here's a free S rank, so he's good, and he'll, but then, like you said, immediately Silver Soldier Anby came out, and although at the time she was a little weak.
Still not great. A little weak. Yanagi was still doing work.
Yeah, she was.
But like now, he's pretty much, unless you like are committed to the Harumasa life, no one's using him.
Yeah.
So at least Zhao, instead of going to the same like dumpster pile, at least she does like have a team she can be on. And there's people complaining about it, but also like Orphe and Magus came out and they have like a team that they're on.
They have two teams.
Like, there's 2 teams. It's Trigger, it's Seed, or it's Silver Soldier.
Technically, legally distinct teams.
Totally not the same thing at all.
Yeah.
Zhao, I've not played the current story. I know she has a big role in the new story stuff. Her character is growing on me. They've clearly put a lot of love into this character. Like every animation that she has, there's a lot of attention put into Zhao, and it's kind of nice that they gave it to us for free.
And I know we talked about it with the story for 2.4, but I really enjoy the deliberate facade of the happy-go-lucky, silly character, and underneath they're both stone cold killers. They're like, this is 100% a performance I put on. Like, that makes it so much better than if she was just actually a cartoon bunny.
Absolutely. I just hope that the existence of Zhao does not prevent them from making another character soon that has a giant sword.
Yeah,
because I like a big sword. Like, I like a Buster sword. Yes, please.
Yeah, I mean, we've got big hammer, we've got big sword,
big hammer.
Big axe.
Big axe would be cool. I like a big axe.
Big axe on a chain, so like they can throw the giant axe.
There you go. It's like a gun that shoots chains.
It's brilliant.
I want a big double bearded axe. Let's real quick, Brian. I know you haven't played them yet, so just like a quick survey for them. There are some new events out right now. Both of these events are a little bit more time consuming, but they both seem to have some level of like narrative importance. Like they're not filler events in terms of story. Because like one of them is like the setup is that you are in a special hollow created by the Qingming sword, watching Ye Shunguang learn to master the sword and helping her do it, and like experiencing stories and stuff. And that's pretty cool.
Are either of these events one of the ones where they like you go to start it and they're like, hey, don't start this until you've actually beaten the story, or are they both kind of story free?
There's no warnings, and the timings are a little bit weird.
Okay.
Like I started the sword one today. That's the one that rewards the W in the Sword Seeker Chronicles, because I think that even came out before her banner dropped. But the opening dialogue is Belle being like, "Ye Shunguang, you're back. What does it feel like to be a Void Hunter?" And like these are things that we already knew were happening, but it wasn't officially in the story yet, so I don't know where it falls within the narrative.
I got you, because I know like
but
usually
that's as much that like. And then the other one, it takes place after the story, but it's not like I haven't had anything spoiled for me yet by playing it.
Okay, because I know the ones that are like very important are the ones that are like, hey, like don't start this one until you've. They're like, you can. We're not going to stop you, but you know we feel fair warning. Like this will be after major events of the story.
Don't get mad at us when you spoil things by playing this.
But I also like that they seem to be continuing the trend of. The longer events are going to start at the front, so that way you have the full length or most of it. Because I think the Sword Seeker Chronicles are only half the length of the patch.
Sword Seeker Chronicle, that's the Ridu Chronicles event for the patch.
Okay.
We've got 29 days on that one as of recording.
Oh, no. It's the co-op one that is the...
The co-op one, as of right now, has 15 days.
Gotcha.
That one... if you can, it's probably a wise to get on it. Because the co-op is fun, first of all. I really enjoyed doing it. Co-op is a lot more fun than I thought it would be. But there is like point totals to work towards, and there's like a bonus for doing a run per day, I think.
Oh, similar to like the battle chess.
Yeah. So like I'm going to be prioritizing doing that over the next couple of days to make sure I don't miss anything. There's still plenty of time. But that one feels like both of these are ones that I would not save until the last day of the patch to do.
Yeah.
Like, I think it's going to be some time involved. But the co-op one's really cool. I love there's lots of different characters running around. It's a neat setup. And like, it is genuinely fun to play with other people. There's enough going on, and since you can't switch to any characters, there's like, you can trigger actions that pop up every now and then, and like you can all like chain your ults together. It's a lot of fun. If you haven't done it yet, I'm looking forward to doing it more.
Of fun co-op.
Yes.
How does this interact with our brand new 6th Street Underground podcast Outpost?
Join our Outpost. There will be a link in our Discord. As far as I can tell, I don't know where it intersects whatsoever.
So these are two different. The Outpost is basically the old, the classic MMO guild thing, but without the coordinated gameplay. So like they have co-op, but there's no way to like, because there was like one event that they tried where they were like, you can specifically partner with people.
I'm checking right now. You might be able to partner with people. As far as I can tell, though, it's just matchmaking to join randos to do it. So
just random. And I mean,
they're testing it.
I was like, this could be that test run of how does this work cooperatively with things.
Yeah.
I mean, because this is going to be the first time that they've really done anything intense, probably more intensive, because the bang booze, the fall booze.
Fall booze and auto chess are like scare quotes PvP other players.
Yeah.
Whereas this one is like actually, I think it's a test run to try things out. And they also like, no matter how robust their like faction system is, they're never going to require that for
well, I wouldn't
rewards
think it
because
would be a
people aren't
requirement, but like having it be an option where you're like, hey, you can clear this with your outpost friends.
Yeah, that would be cool. I made you co-leader of the outpost. I don't know if you saw.
Yeah, no, I keep every time someone puts in an application, I approve it.
I approve all of them. I'm pretending like they all listen to our podcast. They very much, I guarantee they don't. I've seen our listener numbers. But it's fun. The other thing I'll say that I really appreciate is the one time I played it so far with other people, somebody decided to get halfway through the level and stop trying. There are systems in place, one, to let you keep moving even if somebody decides to stop, and two, they got no rewards for AFKing.
That's nice.
Which is great. Like, the petty part of me was so happy that I didn't carry somebody.
That is the death of co-op things like this, is where people can just do 20% of it AFK, and they're like, well, we'll just rely on other people wanting to actually finish it, because if everyone AFKs, no one gets rewards. But yeah, if they actually thought that out, that is fantastic.
So yeah,
I also enjoy being petty.
Right. We get to be petty, and if you're one of those people who's like, I'm not going to try, hey, don't do it. Just like play the game. It's not hard. I say that it shouldn't be hard. People can't breathe and walk at the same time or something. I don't know, man. Like,
I told you, I'm going to occupational therapy for that.
I'm trying. Those are the big events. Before we talk about anything else, Brian, have you done the new Shiyu Defense?
Yeah, like the mini boss thing.
Yes, deadly assault, but mini bosses.
Yeah.
What was your? I know the internet has strong opinions. What's your thought?
I don't know. It's weird, but I get them wanting to try to change it up from just doing like a simple, like the boss rush style thing that they were doing before, where you do like it's okay. I'm not blown away with it, but I also don't hate it. I don't hate it as much as I think people want me to hate it, but it's not my favorite thing in the world. It incentivizes a different kind of play style because of the way the multiplier decays right from the start of the fight. Yeah. It disincentivizes waiting for a stun window to pop off. Like, they want you to use your ult immediately. Like, they want you to use wave clear. It kind of reminds me of some of the endless tower missions where you have that where like you have that multiplier and they're like, you do this amount of damage in the first 60 seconds, then it drops off and stuff, where like they're trying to get you to just go in, blast everything instead of, which works for some teams. There's other teams where like you want to build for a little bit before you do stuff. Like Evelyn is just not going to be able to just pop off. It's not great. Like, Evelyn is tough. I'm not good enough with Banyue for him to be great in there right now. Like, I do like an scare quotes endgame mode that does incentivize the usage of grouping skills or AoE attacks. Like, that's pretty cool. Yeah. Because we don't get that in Deadly Assault. Deadly Assault is like, hey, it's a boss. Fight the boss. Just keep fighting the boss. Just fight the boss. But I'm also like the NPC logic is sometimes really frustrating. There's a lot of variety in it. I'm also only slightly bitter because my total score for the season was 98,373, which is less than 2,000 away from getting an S+ rank. And I went back and tried a couple of times and decided I don't care. Yeah. It's like there's been some times where I'm like Deadly Assault is like, I'll miss it by like 100 points from getting this 9 stars. And I'm like, I don't care.
It doesn't matter.
After the 6-star, all of the like 6 stars is all you need for the full rewards. Everything else is icing.
Yeah, and I have a tip for that, because they added you can put character badges on your account that shows like how many times you've 9-starred Deadly Assault or whatever.
Yeah.
My best advice for people is to turn off all of your badges, because no one cares. But if you're presenting it, it kind of drives you to be like, well, if I'm advertising my full Deadly Assaults, I got to keep grinding until I get 9 stars. But if you're not telling anybody, no one can see.
I'm going to be honest. I keep forgetting I have those.
I saw one of our Discord members in the faction. I was like, the Outpost had all of hers off, and I was like, that's great. I love this idea. Like, nobody cares. I'm taking those off. Now we can have a better image of like my cool character card. I don't think that when we have an episode in about 3 months, Shiyu Defense will look like it does now.
Yeah.
I don't think they're going to stick to this for very long. There's been a lot of pushback.
Yeah. Which, I mean, hey, you got to try something. Shiyu Defense has kind of stagnated for the last year.
Yeah.
I mean, basically since it came out, it's been the exact same thing.
I mean, so the biggest thing about Shiyu Defense now is because you can't just let 2 teams carry. Like with Deadly Assault, if you had 2 really good teams and that's it, you can get 6 stars and get all your polychromes, no problem. You need all 3 teams to do pretty well. So now Shiyu Defense, to get all the rewards, is a account test more than anything.
Yeah.
Which is why we're going to talk about what you can do to help bolster your account. I'm really proud of that segue, Brian. Did I miss anything? I know you're checking my list. Get Void Hunters. And that's it.
They can't see it, but I've been shaking my head for like 30 seconds straight.
He has. That's why it's been silence and me talking at myself. So at this point, Zenless has a lot of characters out. And that's not slowing down any. And we are pretty deep in the rotation for reruns on characters. So we wanted to kind of think about, yeah.
I was going to say, Nat, we are on our third rerun for some characters.
Yes, at least 3 reruns for some characters. And now there's a handful of non-standard banner characters that, because they got updates and things, which, by the way, I used all of my points to immediately max out my Silver Soldier Anby, like with all of her extra things. That was the first thing I did.
It is like we kind of speculated, where the first one unlocks the actual change to their kit, and the rest are just stat buffs, which are still nice.
Which is great.
Because that's what Silver Soldier Ambi needed, was more buff.
Make her strong. So all of that is to say that like some characters may never be rerun again. Like you have things like I would be shocked now if Bernice or Qing Yi ever get a dedicated banner ever, because if you pull 2 copies of an M6 standard banner character, you can just get one of them.
I don't
so
know.
I don't think they'll do it.
Because the other thing is like the odds, or how long it would take you to actually get multiple copies of an M6 standard banner character is still so far off that that would make those characters basically dead to most people.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. The thing about it is, and this is going to kind of connect, I think, characters like Bernice and Qing Yi, some of these early, like version 1.x, non-DPS, like non-main DPS and support characters, they were still figuring out niches. And so, like, a lot of these characters, if they did rerun, first of all, if a character is like a waifu husbando, like this is your character, they're the reason you started playing the game, everything else we say doesn't matter. roll for that character. Like, get that character if that's why you're playing the game. But like, if Bernice were to rerun right now, and I were being very selective with my polychromes, and I didn't have her on my team, I don't think she'd be a good investment. Because there are no major teams that are running Bernice that aren't running someone else to better effect. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but the same could be same for Ellen Joe. Like she's rerun again and again, and
yeah,
like how many? Like we just had more. Every time Ellen Joe comes out, they're like,
yeah.
Here's a new shinier ice agent.
Yeah, here's Ellen Joe, but also Octopus Lady.
So,
but I think Ellen Joe's in the same category. I think like Ellen Joe's cool. We both have her. When's the last time you used her?
Oh, I don't. Honestly, I didn't get her up until 60 until like long after I even stopped used her. Just to get her up to clear a Hollow Zero.
Yeah. So okay, then let's talk about like let's approach it from this way. I'm new to Zenless, or I've been playing for a little while and I've got a standard banner character or two, and I may have rolled on a banner, but I have a pretty new account. What are characters that like I should really be saving my resources for? Like, what should I be looking for?
So you're gonna want 3 copies of Yanagi, at least 1 Yidhari. You could probably get away with just 5 copies of Caesar.
Just 5.
Yeah.
We need a Brian disinformation button that we just get pushed mid podcast.
Obviously, like in most games, the supports, you're going to get more mileage out of them because they're more flexible. So that like Astra Yao is she is now a general supporter. So she's kind of taken backseat to most teams because there's a specific supporter that does what they do better. But the counter of that is none of the specific supports are nearly as good for anyone other than what they're supporting. So like Lucia wants to be with a Rupture.
Mm-hmm.
If she's not with a Rupture, like half of her kit just isn't as good. Everyone will always be happy with empowered like switches.
Just and like free switches,
heals, and her ult that heals and does damage and gets you when you do your first perfect assist. You do your super. It like Astra Yao is just good.
Astra Yao's gonna be good. The like when we look at these characters, we can look at what the A ranks options are as well. And supporter, when it comes to A ranks, like supporter has some pretty good ones in Nicole.
Yeah.
Who, even if you're not running an ether team, Nicole stays really good because she offers grouping and resistance shred, if I remember correctly, which is a rare thing to find. And Lucy are very good, but pale in comparison when you compare them to like the generalist Astra Yao. And then like Brian was saying, if you're when you start thinking about the teams you want to build, there are, and they're going to continue to make more of these like specialty supports. So if you're thinking about longevity, it's usually pretty safe to pick a supporter.
Yeah.
The other direction is going to be, you really want a damage dealer for every element in the game.
Yeah, I would say you want one good damage dealer for every element, because otherwise you will run into so many things where you just won't be able to crack them. You'll be able to clear like story stuff and everything, but if you're going to be wanting to do Shiyu Defense or Hollow Zero or stuff, you really need to be able to match the elements, because otherwise, like we talked about before they added in the Wandering Hunter, we just stopped bringing Miyabi to Hollow Zero because the Miasma Priest has so much ice resistance, it felt miserable to play.
Yes, the bonus for like having element advantage, even against element neutral, is noticeable unless you're bringing such a powerhouse that the element advantage doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So I guess really the first thing I would recommend is like look at your account and figure out what element gaps do you have. Do you have a strong fire team? And fire is really tricky because like you've got Soldier 11 and then limited. So you've got Evelyn or Banyue or
yeah. I mean, because otherwise, you got,
I'm trying to think of other ones. There's not really.
You've got Bernice, but again, she's okay for fire
secondary,
damage.
Yeah.
And then you have Magnus and Orphe. Who are great, but if you're new, you're not going to have them, and they really need their team. You can't just main Orphe. Like I when I was running through the original Hollow Zero, the Withering Domain, and I started as just Orphe for like the first couple fights. Yeah. Orphe feels terrible to play as a on-screen character.
She needs a friend.
Like she was just clearly built to not. It's sort of like when they try to make Astra Yao and they try to have you play as just Astra Yao, and you're like, her kit has no synergy with being on main field.
Correct. So I think like then in that case, like if we were just to look at who's out right now, going through the different elements, like physical has a lot of options, but physical also now has Ye Shunguang. And if you're listening to this when the episode came out, Ye Shunguang's banner's up. If you don't have her, you should.
Yeah.
like you can play the game without her. She's really, really good. And even like the other physical damage dealers like are Alice or even Jane Doe. Alice is really good. She needs a lot more in her team. Alice wants to have Yuzuha. Yeah. And Alice wants either Jane or Vivian. Double umbrellas for her.
The other thing is, if you do have a fairly light account, getting Ye Shunguang, you get her free support. You get Zhao. So you have 2/3 of a team that you'll basically be able to point at anything that isn't ice or physical resistant. Because it was the same with Miyabi, where for like 6-8 months after she came out, basically until 2.0 released, and even for a while during 2.0 until Miasma Priest had ice resistance. Yeah. As long as something wasn't resistant to ice, Miyabi could still clear it no problem. And Ye Shunguang is going to be the same of like, so
Ye Shunguang was like that too.
Yeah.
For Ether for a while was like anything Void Hunter tier, they want it to be really strong. I'm trying to figure out like a way to vocalize what we're kind of circling here, which is that like some characters are really good to anchor a team, but they need their team with them. And we're using the word need in scare quotes because no one needs anything. You can make anything work in the game for the most part.
Yanagi.
Brian needs Yanagi, which we knew.
Yeah.
But like some of these characters, like if I had a fresh account, Ye Shunguang, even if we didn't get a free Zhao, she can stand alone. Miyabi can pretty much stand alone. Yishuan can pretty much stand alone. If you've got those three, that gives you physical coverage, ice coverage, and ether coverage.
Yeah.
Ice is stacked. Because this also got, I mean, we mentioned some of the characters earlier, but it's got Yadhari and that as well.
It's got Vlad. You've got Ellen, who is still really good.
Ellen will do work. It's just compared to Miyabi and Yadhari, it's not quite there. There's not a lot of, and there's a pretty good ice dedicated support in Sukaku. So like if you're trying to build a team with A rank still, like you have a way of building out a team there. So you really can't go wrong there.
The other thing those teams is though those three elements are not represented in the standard S rank characters for damage, because you have Soldier 11 for fire damage, and you have Grace, especially now
Nakamata.
that she's got her new potential. So both of those can fill those slots if you're looking to round out your initial damage dealer for specific element types as well. So
unless,
that's something else.
You got Nakamata.
You do have Nakamata.
In which case, yeah. But she needs Nakamata is really cool. She needs a lot of love right now.
Yeah, and also, again, she's competing against Ye Shunguang.
It's tough. It's a tough spot.
Well, she's not competing. It's like, it would be like if Gary Kasparov just came over to like a middle school chess league and say like, I'm the same as you all. We have to fight on even level.
Fight me, you cowards.
I don't know why I went with chess when there's actual combat sports you could like.
Brian, I think you said a lot about both of us that you went with chess, and I was just like, yeah, that's the best. That's the best example. I don't know what you're talking about. Nothing's more competitive than chess.
And then I just imagine like him literally just like suplexing the kids through the chessboard,
dropping them through one of those like plastic canvas chessboards they've got. Electric is in a weird place right now. You've got Silver Soldier Anby, who, like, if you'd asked us this question 2 months ago, we would have been like, Sanby's cool. I don't know if I'd pick her up on a rerun. But they seem committed to making sure she's good.
Oh, God. Yeah. She has gotten so many more buffs. Like, she was at the bottom of like the S rank characters when she came out, and then they buffed her, and then she became like a top electric dealer, and then they said that's not enough. She needs to be the queen of electric. What if we just gave her free buffs so it's even easier to max out her stats because everything just does more?
I saw a picture of somebody drew Sanby, but she was holding Tailless in one hand and the Qing Ming sword in the other hand. It was like, clearly this is the next evolution for her, is just dual wielding cursed swords. And it'll be fine.
Which I am okay with because I do like her as a character.
I love
and
Sanby.
The design. So I'm very happy. You know, it'd be even funnier if Bernice suddenly got that same amount of attention. They're like, or even better, Caesar. Yeah,
the dream.
Not that I
please
like Caesar.
Please bring Caesar back.
No, I don't even like Caesar Baka.
I don't even miss Caesars. Whatever. I used her today because I ran out of characters to put on my Ye Shunguang team, and it's still shredded. Like, it was fine. I do think. Yeah. I'm put on her shield. Don't have to worry about it. I do think like Silver Soldier Anby is one of those interesting things where she can do pretty good without her dedicated team, but she really shines when she has her team. When you've got Trigger and Orphe and Magus, because there's a lot of symmetry of not symmetry, but they support each other.
Synergy.
So synergy. There it is. Synergy. Syzygy. It's about the moons. So like that one's trickier to recommend as like if I was new and I didn't have any of those characters, because you're kind of writing a check when you roll for a character like that to say, here's the character. Here are all the characters that she needs for her team. And there's the double-edged sword, if you'll pardon the pun, of like Silver Soldier Anby has her, like, it's not just like these are the best characters right now, like that's her best team. And unless they design someone who completely replaces one of those other units, that team's not changing.
Yeah.
So like that character is not as future-proof as, say, Yidhari, who plays really well with Lucia and a litany of stunners, but there's room in that team to like grow a little bit more.
Yeah, but Yidhari's not electric.
No, but I'm just trying to think of other characters like those kinds of characters. Yanagi's a good example for electric. Like Yanagi's not the best electric user. I'm gonna go ahead and give Brian. This is my New Year's gift to Brian. Yanagi's still pretty good, Brian.
She's you're right. She's not the best electric
consistent
user. She's the best. Period.
Full stop. End of podcast.
But she also plays much easier with everyone else because she just needs an anomaly. She doesn't need Miyabi and Yuzaha to maximize her potential. You can build her with any support and another anomaly, and she will do just fine.
I think she's a good investment right now because of how flexible she is. Brian, yep, you can do it. Oh, you're turning so red. Are you okay? But I think like when you're looking at your account, you want to look at where you have gaps and look at what characters are coming up, and then also look at what characters are about to come out. Lately, they've been releasing characters in batches where they play well with each other, so it might be more beneficial to wait until you feel like you can get at least 2 characters in sequence than to just like roll the moment you get rolls and hope you get somebody good.
Yeah.
The Angels of Delusion, it's a trio in a game where teams are made of 3 people. Like, if you're saving, that team is going to play well with each other. But if you're looking at that team, and I think like the main damage dealer for the Angels is Ether, and your account already has Shiyuan
or Yuan.
Yuan, one of those.
No one has Zhu Yuan anymore.
Nobody has anybody. If you've already got Yuan, unless you're like, I'm a super fan of the Angels, that might be worth a skip until they either rerun a Miyabi or we see what's coming down the pipeline in terms of like other elements coming up, just to get your account built up. So when a Shiyu Defense rotates around, or when a Deadly Assault rotates around, you have at least one element team for each area. And there's a big asterisk next to that, because if I remember correctly, there was a Deadly Assault 2 rotations ago that 2 of the 3 bosses needed ice.
Yeah. There's been a couple times recently where it's started to feel too, where you're like, they're starting to do account checks of like,
yeah.
Because when Deadly Assault first came out, you're like, cool, as long as I've got 3 teams and like 2 of them are get good attribute, I can at least get 6. Now they're like, ooh, and because some of them are even like, they'll be like, hey, we need 3 teams that deal electric damage.
Mm-hmm. Oh man, that would be a nightmare. Oh, don't put that curse on us, Brian. I'm not even ready for a 3 electric team like Deadly Assault. But they will they'll definitely do it with ice, because the next thing you do, once you've got a team for each element, you're going, okay, Eric and Brian, I've got a team for each element. I'm good. I don't have to roll again. I can save forever. Nope. Because that's when you start building out teams that fit different niches. So you'll have your Miyabi Ice Anomaly team for your bringers and other bosses that are like susceptible to anomaly. But they'll also make like the new boss that was added with this patch, which I don't remember the name of the character, but they're new. They have like a flat 20 or 30% resistance to anomaly damage.
Yeah.
Full stop. And they also can't be stunned. So it's really going like, don't worry about a stun team. Don't worry about an anomaly team. You only want attacker damage team.
That's like the same with the Ysolde fight, where like there's a main mechanic where you have to destroy her weapon and it doesn't build anomaly. And so that's when you really find out that like anomaly and attackers were not fitting the exact same role, because like an attacker chews through it because it has like 0 defense, but anomaly characters, like I couldn't kill it with my Yanagi because she just doesn't do enough flat damage.
Just wasn't happening. And so like that's like the next step for your account. Once you've got a team for each element, that's when you start looking at like, okay, what I have fire, yes, but I don't have rupture fire. I have electric, sure, but I don't have electric anomaly. That's where you start filling those gaps in. So like that's the next thing to start targeting. But if you're in this place where you're still building out your account and you're getting frustrated because like Deadly Assault came up and it asked for 2 ice teams and you only had 1, it's okay. That's gonna happen every now and then. It'll be fine. More bang for your buck is going to be getting a team for each element.
You mean more bang boo for your buck?
More bang boo for your buck. And then like the other thing I would just recommend as we move forwards, there's a couple of things. One is like be honest about what your account needs and try to avoid the rotational hype for any new character that comes out, because people will always be excited about whatever new character is coming out.
I mean, yeah, look at Banyue, where up until him releasing, people were like, I'm going to skip him. And then they're like, all right, that man aura farming on the daily.
Yeah, so I have a Banyue, and he's pretty hard to use, actually. And that's another thing, like characters like Banyue, which seem cool, but like just in terms of like trying them out, or what people are talking about, like the barrier for entry is high. Not always necessary, right? I don't remember what they said for how many versions are left in the 2.x run. I want to say it's 2.7, 2.8.
Yeah, I was like, I want to say I saw something where it says 2.7 is going to be the end of, which would be kind of in line with.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Especially since this is going to be a longer patch than previous. I think it's like a week or two longer than normal.
So I don't have the banner history in front of me, but I think historically they want a new version to land well. Yeah. So they will release a strong character or a strong series of characters really early in the version 3.x timeline. So if you're on the fence on characters right now, it may be worthwhile to kind of be frugal and save and really decide if you want the angels or really decide who you want next, in case we get another Ye Shunguang level powerhouse that drops towards the beginning of version 3.0.
Yeah.
When that shows up.
And there's
so that's another thing that, yeah.
I was going to say, this is a random thought, but I wonder if, because I wonder if we're going to start seeing more alternate versions of characters. So that way they can fill different gaps or niches, but you're not constantly having to introduce characters. And then like the pool gets so muddied with so many varied characters that you're like, you know, because like imagine we go back and they're like, hey, we want Miyabi Yanagi to be like the face again because we're going to go back and we're dealing more with hand.
Yeah.
Like you can't just get rid of Miyabi and Yanagi.
Right.
But how do you sell more money is you sell the Silver Soldier Yanagi.
Yeah. Miyabi two swords. And Yanagi bathing suit. Like, yeah.
Don't give me hope.
I was thinking that like I think they said like we're gonna return to random play in 6th Street.
Yeah.
Which would be a really good chance for like Billy Unleashed or Nicole, but we know what her briefcase actually does. Like for them to take some of the early characters that need more than just a kit glow up to get the Silver Soldier Anby treatment.
Yeah.
Like I'd love to see the Cunning Hares as an entire faction have like Cunning Hares, the goofballs, and then like Cunning Hares DX.
Yeah.
like you know, like they all have alternate forms and stuff. So, like I think all of that's coming as well. If it's a good time right now to start saving or to be selective about what characters rerun and like really watch what reruns come up. And just be intentional about what you roll for. And I'll give this plug real quick. If you're not sure if a character coming out is still being used frequently, I happen to know of a great little Discord that's full of people who will, without judgment, talk you through whether or not we use that character, what are they doing, what would you do with them, who do they need, all of that fun stuff.
Eric, what could such a magical place be called?
Join the 6th Street Underground Discord. The thing I skipped before doing this beautiful wrap up here is like, when do you go for the W engine?
No, it's too late. You already had an amazing wrap up.
I did a really good segue. Don't. You don't need it. 99% of the time, you don't need the W engine. Just keep going.
Yeah. Unless you really like the way it makes their character model change.
Yeah. Or join our Discord and we'll be like, you don't need it. But I got it anyways. If you like what we do.
I am sorry.
Yeah, why? It's a new year. Make better choices. You can do this. If you like what we do, like, comment, subscribe, follow, share, tell your friends. There's an event right now in Zenlist that's about getting people back into the video game. And if they use your invite code, you get free stuff. And if they come back and feel overwhelmed, just give them a nice little link to a podcast kind of talking through the current things in ZZZ.
By golly,
links to
Eric,
all of our,
that almost sounded like marketing.
Hey, I'm learning. I read a book. It links to all of our stuff are in the notes below. Our next episode will be in 2 weeks. It'll be on the 21st of January. That will probably be our lore story recap episode, which we will keep doing. And by 21st, I meant 22nd. It'll be on the 22nd. Until people tell us they don't like those, we'll keep talking our way back through the story. And then one last treat is, I don't know if I've really told Brian this, I am talking to an artist to try to get some stickers made for the 6th Street Underground podcast.
What do they look like?
So that's a secret.
Oh, man.
And I'll never tell. Once we have some sketches and things, I will definitely put links in the Discord. The artist I've been working with, he might give us a couple of options, and I might let our Discord vote on which ones we like best even.
By golly, Eric, that's just more reason to join.
What a great reason to join. The best part about Discord is that you and I profit absolutely none financially from people joining the Discord. So I'm going to keep shilling it. But we made jokes last episode about merch, and then a bunch of people were like, well, hey, actually, we want that. So I'm working on it, I promise. Brian, I think that's everything, man.
All right, bye.
It's a new year, new ending. Just end it.
I ain't got time for no fancy punnery.
Bye, I guess. He logged out. He left the Discord. It's just me.
He's gone. Welcome.
Bye, everybody. Oh, Brian?